Here is Sean Hannity, and I guess Michelle Malkin is still out there. I didn't realize that she was still, Michelle Malkining away. But here is Sean Hannity preening about the president. That's not who's that guy in the middle? Spicer. Is that really Spicer?
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
That's spicy.
Really?
Wow, he's lost a little weight, and he's exactly where he should be, right between Michelle Malkin and Sean Hannity. And here is Sean Hannity, who kind of likes to stand up to dictators. You remember how enraged he was about what Duterte showing up at the White House, and but no, I don't either.
There's some in the liberal media. I like the fact that Michelle, he's not trying to bribe.
Well,
North Korean
pause one thing. Let me just say one thing as I look at that mise en scene, if you will. And I say that only because it has been such a successful term for me in the past. It looks like Sean Spicer and Sean Hannity had some type of fat swap or something. Because Sean Hannity now feels like he refuses to buy a new shirt to accept where he is, and Spicer looks nice and lean. But go ahead.
Holiday season.
Yeah.
North Korean dictator like Bill Clinton did, and a lot of good that did. Or try and bribe radical mullahs that throw gays and lesbians off roofs in Iran as a matter of law and abuse women as a matter of law.
Wait a second. Pause it for 1 second. Did he just say that you shouldn't bribe mullah? I mean, is he too young for Iran-Contra, or is that not? Maybe you just forgot the Iran part.
You're not bribing. You're selling them weapons. It's
That's
a totally different thing, Jew boy.
Totally different. Not a bribe. It's a gift.
I kind of like standing up to dictators. The media can't seem to handle that.
No, they can't. And that is what I love in so many ways about the Twitter format, because you either have moral clarity or you don't. And the fact that President Trump can say so much in 140 or 280 characters and sum up what all of the moral cripples in the news media can't, I think it's a very, very powerful and potent tool. And he has used it to great effect, and they hate it. That's why you had so many end of the year chin-pulling editorials and calls from all of these liberal media types asking Donald Trump to stop tweeting. No, he should continue to do it. And look what he has done. The entire transnational left is nowhere to be seen as all of these brave men and women, so many women in Iran are rising up from working class neighborhoods to speak out against Islamic supremacy in a way that none of the feminist movement or the left here in America has ever lifted a finger to. Where are Barack Obama's tweets in support of the resistance in
Where
Iran?
was Hillary standing up for women when she was taking, how many millions and millions of dollars from countries that practice Sharia?
This takes me back to the Iraq War, where folks literally like Michelle Malkin were known as keyboard commandos, where they thought they were actually engaged in the invasion and occupation of Iraq because they were writing on their blogs in support of it. Like the idea that what we really need on the streets in Iran is some favorable tweets from, from the editor of hotair.com.
Let us push into the breach. The riot gear is here, but the weird lady that sort of actually sounds like a female Mike Cernovich who did the cheerleading video in 2004, she has tweeted in support of us in a completely random way that actually has nothing to do with our politics, demands, or history. But she was on Hannity, so we will risk our lives. Thank you, Michelle Malkin.
And just like completely as a question of strategy, the idea that Donald Trump's tweets does anything but harm those protesters is absurd. No one with a modicum of understanding of how these things works thinks that it's the case that Donald Trump is in any way helping anybody except for probably those three people on that panel feel good about themselves. But that's where we're at.
I mean, Who's interested in a modicum of truth? What's the use of that?
Hi, folks. Sam Seder here. We still need your help on our Patreon page. YouTube ads have come back, but not nearly as much as we had before. So if you can help us out, any little bit helps. Head over to our Patreon page right at this URL, and you'll help us keep helping you by making videos